So it's currently Wednesday on week 2 of May, and I actually got some pretty nice work done. And I'll be now doing the past week review that I didn't do on Tuesday, on Saturday. On this past Saturday, after the week ended, so from 6th of the 6th of Monday to the 10th of Friday, there was this past week, which is this currently this candlestick. I'm going to hide the current week 2 candlestick. So this was the candlestick that we got. It's not going to be a big review because it's mainly focused on uh, how can I say it? It's not. It's going to be inside candlestick, and I have a rule that I don't want to trade inside candlesticks because I don't deliver it how I usually like them to be delivered, right? So it's a opinion and it's a rule that I have for myself. Even though that yes, I have not been disciplined last couple weeks and maybe months and yada yada. I'm still pushing through, even though that I'm not going full speed through, but I'm pushing through and I'm trying to achieve and get in some sense what I want to get. The whole idea for these, let me just close my Steam profile. The whole idea is that it's going to be a easy review, which I should have done on Saturday because there was no need for me to delay this much because inside Candlestick I expect the video to be 10 minutes to 15 minutes long, and there was no need for me to have delayed so much this easy in some sense review. So first thing first, let's get that weekly candle TXT. No, 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 no. So what do we have to do first? Go check the news also. So I'm going to pick my notebook that I usually do for my trading in some sense. And what I have noted, I have noted that this is the week one after a week zero, which was I call week zero to weeks that are a bridge week. What do I mean by a bridge week? It's a week that like the like the name says. So like I was saying, a bridge week is basically a week that, like the name says, connects A to B point, right? And those need then to be connected by a bridge. Just a bad drawing, but that's the idea. A bridge is something that connects the point A to the point B. It's a connection. It's a way to connect those. And why are those needed? Because not every single month is perfect, right? Not every single month can start on a Monday and end on a Friday. That does not happen. I think that never happens. They starting on a Monday and ending on a Friday. As we can see, if I go into, it's in Portuguese, but we can see if I go into January, the, we started on Monday. The first day was Monday, but the 31 day was Wednesday, and the 30 was Tuesday. So there's never going to be a Monday to perfectly end. So if the week already starts on a Monday, day one, you can already know that the week's not going to end on the perfect on the Friday, right? It usually, if the week starts on the usually, like I said, on Wednesday and Thursday, then the week is going to end on a perfect Friday. But the whole idea of a bridge week, which is recapping the past week, I'm the weekly review that I'm doing is for this currently small candlestick. What I'm talking about is this week zero, as we can see, right? 22 was the week for April. Then we have the week zero, which starts on Monday 29 of April and ends on Friday, the 3rd of May. So there was a connection between the last week, right? This was the last week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and this was a bridge week because it connected 2 months. Because the month can't, isn't big. If a month ends in a Tuesday, it's not going to start then on a Monday or in a Saturday or a Friday the next month, right? It needs to continue the it is a continuation, right? It's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it can't be broken because a month needs to start on a Monday or in a Friday or in a Saturday, right? So this is what a bridge week for me is. It's a week that connects from the point A to point B, connects. In this case, it connected the April to May. We also had another bridge week around here, if I'm not sure. Yes, like I said, a bridge week two from January to February. This bridge week also right here. This was another bridge week, and so on, so on. They're not uncommon, and they are usually weeks that you don't want to trade. The, there is rules outside of this case, but I think there are no need for you to trade. I'm sorry, this type of weekly candlesticks. But now going to actually the charts and the week. What do we have? We have news. This is for the current week that we are trading. It's the week 2 from 13 to 17. And I'm now going to go back forward and we're going to see that we have no Monday news, no Tuesday news, no Wednesday news, Thursday with a whole lot of movement, and Friday with small movements. Remembering that the past week we had Friday NFP, we had FOMC, and everything. So this bridge week was used, and it was a big candlestick, right? If you watch it, 200 and let's go 250, and here 170, right? So the idea is that the bridge week, the first the last days of April to the first days of May were used as a expansion move. And if you have a bridge week, you already know that that week is going to have it's going to have NFP because NFP is always on the first Friday of every single month. So if you have a perfect week, you know that's going to be the Friday, right? But if you have a bridge week, you already know that's going to be the Friday on that bridge week that's going to have that movement. But the whole idea and the whole thing that I'm based on not trading this week is because we had a previous past week one, because as I'm saying, this is a review for the week one of May, not the bridge week, but I'm giving you context behind why I did not trade, why indeed uh, staying outside of the charts was a good idea, and giving context on why I did that. And the idea is that on the previous week, on the bridge week, we had a full news all week with FOMC, NFP, right? Those were the news, and a big bulky expansion candlestick. So after an expansion candlestick, only can comes a reversal or a retracement. What's going to happen next? I do not know. Right? Right here, it's a point where I'm 50-50. I can see this trend line liquidity and price aiming at those, right? So that's a possible point slash target. But we are in a very, I would say, careful care care zone. But I also know that this is the opening price of the month, of the year for now, and this April opening was also the second opening for the true new year, meaning that we are currently below and you can see indeed price going higher and trading above the weekly open, creating like a reversal type of candlestick, right? So I could be now more prone to see buy side after all of this all of these downside movement, meaning that now I'll be more prone to see upside. But I give you context. Now I'm going to give you a little bit more context on what I wrote in my notebook addressing what was going to happen. So if I go now into my May week one from the 6th of May to the 10th of Friday of May as well, we can see news event for this week. Monday 6th, Tuesday 7th, Wednesday 8th, no news. Thursday 9th with 7 and 7:30 important GBP red news and 8:30 in and 8:30 and 13 Westy red news. Friday 10th with 2-hour GBP red news Westy. It's basically the whole calendar. Just me saying that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the news, Thursday, Friday are news, and then I'm going to game plan for this week based on the weekly candle TXT. So this is like my main idea for the week and what I'm to do. This week is more likely to stay quiet and do nothing. Range bound consolidate instead of moving, meaning that it can either be a retracement week, a potential reversal week, or accumulation week. No real high probability scenario slash template. Because we are now in like a no man's zone, right? We can either do anything. At this point I'm more prone to watch, but I'm also um, a speculist and I can see a turtle soup on low time frames, an order block being formed, being closed above and being traded on the upside. That's a potential scenario if indeed the XY trades lower and now this is the eye of the month and this eye is respected and this 2023 eye is respected. So there are a lot of things that need to be considered before making assumptions. So the first point I'll already answer me that it's going to move or it's going to do nothing. Okay, there's no high probability scenario. There's nothing I can really see as a low-hanging fruit, as something that I can hold and I can say, okay, this is where price is going to go, and it's worth it trading this week. So first point already mentioned. In what days is price more likely to have a lot of news slash volatility? Highest amount of news on Thursday and Friday, meaning that those days are either going to displace or manipulate. Because why? Why did I mention that these days are either going to manipulate or to displace? Because news equal. I think I mentioned this on this another video, and I talked about this today. News equal expansion. Let's call it movement, right? Movement equal expansion. Expansion equal displacement, or let's not call it displacement, but displacement displacement uh, or Judas swing. Why? Let me just blow my nose 1 second. Why do I say that expansion equals displacement swing or the swing? Because after an expansion happen, what we have a retracement or a reversal. If price retraces and then continues. Man, I think I talked about this a lot, and I'm still emphasizing on it because it's so important to know. But if I have an expansion, right? Let me just make like this. Okay, that's good. If we retrace, then you continue on the upside, like we can see on the drawing. We have a displacement swing, retracement slash protraction, continuation. But if you have an expansion and then price trades lower, right? This was a Judas swing, fake OT, and then reversal lower. That's simply it. Second point. Where is the weekly likely to go? Currently at EU at the EU fuck sorry currently at EU 1 week order block bullish bearish order block and GU 1 week order block bearish, also above the monthly open from the Wednesday 1st from the previous bridge week. What do I mean by this? Let me just close this Don't look at this. It can happen, but be aware. What do I mean by currently at the EU 1 week order block bearish and GU 1 week 1 week order block bearish, also above monthly open from the Wednesday and so on so on. Was simply this order block, right? So even myself, based on what the current week has been doing and based on what I think, I can already see some things changing on my mind. So let's not look at this point because this can't be measured. It's just my forecast. But then it comes the important thing. Is there any daily, daily time frame don't quit to back up validate the weekly bias? So notice on the third point, which I mentioned before, where is the weekly likely to go? I mentioned that we are currently at a week 1 order block bearish and a GU 1 week order block bearish, and also above the weekly open from the Wednesday from the Wednesday opening price. But I never mentioned a point, right? I never mentioned a drawn liquidity because I was not sure. Price expanded past week, and I was not sure if this is a reversal starting point or if this is a reversal, is a retracement, then continue lower. So I do not want to engage. I need to be careful in this state. And then it comes my second point. So I have no idea, no clue for a weekly where is the weekly candlestick likely to go. No idea. Is there any daily time frame drawn quick to back up validate weekly bias? Potentially, potential inside weekly candlestick. So like the rule said, there's not worth it doing. So based on this process, at point one, I already have the idea that this week's not going to expand. It's either a potential retracement, reversal, or accumulation week, right? Accumulation is better to take out because price after an expansion retraces or reversals never accumulates, right? But point two, I can see some days where price is likely to move, especially Thursday, with a lot of stacked news on that day. On 3, I have no idea of a weekly drawn liquidity. On 4, I'm already done because I don't see, I don't have nothing, right? It's like I have nothing, high probability, and not good to do, but I have, what's the word? It's missing me from my mouth, but I don't have like a plan, like I said. Usually I have all of the 4, all of the 5, then usually I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I write a lot about of my game plan for the week, but in this case I was warned by the news. I then checked in that day, so there were a possibility for Thursday and Friday to be potential good days, especially Thursday. No weekly drawn liquidity that was high probability. No daily telling me nothing. Daily chart telling me that there was also not a daily drawn liquidity backing up the weekly bias. So there was nothing to do. So if you traded this type of week, or if you traded this type of week, but better worded, if I traded, it would be basically based on emotion and not by uh, sense or plan management, right? It will be based by greed emotions, by basically greediness, dopamine addicts, because you want to push the button. It will be no sense trying to trade when I myself identified a scenario that this is not worth it trading. So that's basically it for this week. So I'm going now to go a little bit lower so you can check what happened. I already did that with with uh, with my notebook, but I'll be doing. I'm just talking a little bit bad because I only slept some 3 to 4 hours, so not in the best way to speak. But you can see price opening small range last accumulation candlestick, trading into a discount of uh, of the bridge week. So we trade into accumulation, into equilibrium. On the daily chart, we can see the candlestick on itself, right? With Monday of the week, Thursday of the week. So you can see Thursday with this highest probability trading day, right? With basically an expansion candlestick in some sense, making the weekly low, then trading higher not able to make a weekly high that was made on Monday. Reaching also into this fair value gap after breaking above this high, not respecting the CB. You can see Monday opening made eye of the week. Tuesday some kind of equalize, lower, 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 fake, uh, not the one. What? Okay, it's off. Yeah, fake Tuesday, no, fake Wednesday, low of the week at this at the premium. Notice that right here that we have this fake Wednesday low of the week, right? Price and traded higher on the second half of Wednesday, and then we add another dig lower into equilibrium slash discount of bridge week low to bridge week high. Thursday low of the week at the day with the news. Notice that Wednesday created the fake low of the week at the premium, even though that it's a discount array, it was at a premium, right? With no news. Then the news were used to manipulate, price expanded, closed above this down close candle, and then we had Friday. 4 hour we can see Wednesday at 1, so that London session time price trading lower, making that fake Wednesday low, pop higher above this high, another leg lower, making breakout traders to all enter short right here. All enter short where ICT slash smart money was buying at this point, and then price expanded. So notice that at the correct time and at the correct news, only at the day that were stacked news, is that when price reversed. Like I mentioned on the notebook, that Thursday was likely to be a manipulation or distribution move. In this case, because it's Thursday, because it's very on the end of the week, price needs to be a lot quicker. So instead of manipulating and then Friday expanding, we manipulated on Thursday, on the first half of Thursday, right? 1, 2, 3 to manipulation, and then we expanded on the second half of Thursday. So I think that's it. 23 minutes with me talking so bad because 3 hours of sleep, and that's it.